checking in? Wonderful. And is it your first stay here on the island? Well, welcome. We're so happy to have you join us. Was your trip across the ferry agreeable? Wonderful. That's great to hear. Well, let me go ahead and get you all checked in. And as it's your first time here on Rabbit Island, I'd be very happy to give you a brief orientation, talk you through some of our facilities and activities here on the island, if you'd like. Splendid. Well, let's begin with the basics. Could I please get your name or the name on the reservation? Alright, and would you mind spelling that for me? Okay. H-O-E. Alright, last. With a V, okay. Wonderful. And I have that down as a reservation for 2 people for 2 nights. Is that correct? Perfect. Perfect. All right. Now, could I get a good phone number for you? I see you're traveling out of country, but while you're here on your trip, if you have a good contact, a cell phone or a hotel that you're mainly staying at. Yes, cell phone is perfect. Alright. Yes, and that's country code 1, correct? Alright, so 1, 2, 0, 6, 4, 5, 5, 7, 8. Alright. Wonderful. And how has your trip been so far? Oh, and is it the first time in Japan for you? Well, great. We make sure that we have a member of staff who speaks English down in the lobby at all times. Most of our staff is bilingual, if not trilingual. And so you can always find somebody to help in your native language. If you need, you can simply ask. Also in your room, you can always dial 0 on your room phone to get to the front desk, and somebody can provide any translation services that you might need. But you'll find that most people here will understand at least a modicum of your native language. So yes, obviously mine too. Wonderful. Alright, so with that said, could I also get your date of birth? Just yours is fine. Yes. Okay. 19, 5, and looks like you have a birthday coming up. Happy almost birthday. Alright, and your country of citizenship is the US? Alright, United States. And do you happen to have your passport number on hand? Oh yes, take your time. Great, go ahead. 7, 6. 9, 8. And 1, 1. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. And do you happen to know your arrival date and departure date for your time in the country? Yes. Alright. So your arrival arriving on the 16th. You arrived on the 16th, alright. And you'll be headed home when? So you still have a nice long stay ahead of you. I think that's the way to do it. If you're going to make the flight, you might as well see all that you can. Yes. Alright. And I think that's most of what we need, unless you have any special requests, special occasions, dietary restrictions, accessibility issues. None. Wonderful. Okay, so no special accommodation is required. One final detail, I do apologize. We would like to just have a credit card on file for any incidentals, and of course you may charge any extra costs on the whole island, including gift shops, things like that. Yes, and your ferry fee, all of that can be charged to your room. Yes, you'll simply just give them either your name or your room number and we'll take care of it for you. So, but if you do have a card, we can take Visa, MasterCard, Amex, anything. Great. Okay. And that's a MasterCard? Alright. MasterCard. And anytime you're ready. Alright. And 990 and the code on that. Yes, just on that. Right. Okay. 517. And the expiration date. 2029. Alright. Yes, and that should be all we need. Let me just make sure. Wonderful. Alright, now I have you for that 2-night stay that includes meals. You can always add on to the base meal. We'll go through basics, and you also will receive free admission to any of the attractions, beaches, the museum on the island, and of course access to the bunny rabbits. Yes, the main attraction. No, there are no fees for hiking trails or anything like that either. Yes, the upgrades would be if you wanted to include purchases of alcohol or premium dining add-ons, and those will be listed as such on the menus around, as well as additional rabbit food, which we will also talk about. Yes, the only thing that compares to checking into a great hotel is coming home to even more luxurious accommodations, like my oh so cozy Helix mattress. I've slept on a Helix for, gosh, almost a decade now, and I love it so much that there was no question of getting another Helix for my larger bed. Side note, does anybody else have a cat that, while small in stature, manages to take up 75% of the surface area of your bed? Just like last time, I started with the Helix Sleep Quiz, which matches you to the perfect mattress based on your body type and sleep preferences. It totally demystifies the mattress buying process. I also love that Helix mattresses come with a 120-night sleep trial, and that also includes a limited lifetime warranty, so you can stay calm knowing there's nothing to lose. This time, I was paired with the Helix Midnight Luxe with Glaciotex cooling cover, which supports my bag and still feels softly snug. Plus, it stays cool in the sweltering desert heat, giving me that truly luxurious hotel experience right here at home with much shorter check-in times. Thank you, Helix Sleep, for sponsoring. You can go to https://yt.link/vvprju0 to take advantage of their Labor Day sale and save up to 30% off on select mattresses. Yes, so let me just make sure that, and it does look like, yes, your room is ready to go. Your checkout will be at 11 in 2 days' time. Do you require a later checkout? We can sometimes arrange that. If you would like a little bit of a late checkout, it's always nice, isn't it? Oh, that's no problem. No problem whatsoever. No, I myself like a little bit of a lion, so yes. No, the ferries run throughout the day, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let me just make sure with our availability. Actually, not tomorrow, the day after. Oh, that should be perfectly fine. So I could do a noon or even a 12:30. Yes, 12:30. Wonderful. Okay, so I have it down for 12:30 late checkout, and if anything else changes, just let me know. Great. All right, so let me get you your introduction packet. I'm going to set this here. So, as you can imagine, we do get many visitors who come to the island to see the resort, of course, but also to see the bunny rabbits who roam here. Yes, we have well over 1,000 rabbits currently living on the island, and as wonderful as they are, we want to be good stewards to them, be good friends to them, and so we do have some rules in our code of conduct. Yes, just to make sure that it's a safe, happy environment for our human guests and our rabbit residents. Yes. That is actually apocryphal. There was testing here during the war to develop certain kinds of gases to be used in the museum, which I will show you in just a moment here, and I can even point it out to you on the map if you're interested. Yes, I wouldn't miss it. It's an interesting little museum. So there was testing, and there were rabbits, unfortunately, that were used in some of those tests. However, the legend has it that the rabbit residents of our island today are the ancestors of those used for the testing, and that is, as far as we know, not true. The rabbits were largely brought over to help sort of populate the parklands and reclaim the island. Did you see any coming in? You did. So you already know. Yes, they are quite friendly. I should say they are quite used to human attention, and very often, they will actually approach you hoping that you have little treats for them, and we'll go over our regulations around that in just a moment. So, alright, so for you, I have a packet that's going to detail and outline everything that will help you make sense of the facilities here on the island, especially for our international guests. There is also the onsen, and sometimes the rules around the onsen can be a little confusing for out-of-towners, so we also like to go through that. So we provide as much information as we can in here, but please, like I said, don't hesitate to reach out to me. My name is Spring if you need anything at all, or any of the hotel staff. We're very happy to help. Yes. So first thing, we have just a little list included in your stay, and this will just show you in a little folder here all the things that are included with your price point, so you can look through that if you have any questions about what those things might be. We also have on the back, just for your convenience and perusal, our authorization policy, pet policy, smoking policy, party policy, noise policy, and damage and cleaning fee policy. It's a lot of policy. You do not have to read it all, but if you have any questions or just like policy, you can go to town. Yes. Alright, so I'll just tuck that away. But like I said, it also talks about your in-room privacy options. I've circled a text number where if you prefer to just text, as some people do now, please feel free to do that as well. And again, all of the things you can access with your resort fee. Yes, so that's all included. However, if it's on the island, it's included unless otherwise listed. Yes, just to make it nice and easy. Alright, so I'm going to slip that right here in your folder, so that will be tucked away in the front there. Let's get down to some of the fun things though. So as you know, one of the main attractions coming here to Hotel Sakura on Rabbit Island is the chance to feed and spend time with our wonderful rabbit companions. And so you will find 2 complimentary coupons for rabbit pellets. If you saw the bags, yes, you'll see guests with bags of rabbit pellets. So we have one for each of you, and those are again included. You can always purchase more. No, not expensive, just a handful of yen. But you'll be welcome to your first bags for free, and honestly, they're pretty large. They go a long way. So yes, so this coupon is good for 1 free bag of approved rabbit pellets, and I'm just going to go over on each of these. We have some again points of conduct, and I will just check them off as we speak of them. All right? Okay. I know it's a lot to take in. Great, that's wonderful. Well, please let me know if you'd like clarification at any point. Wonderful. Okay, so let me see here. With the complimentary rabbit pellet coupon, we'll limit 1 per guest. These are redeemable at the Hotel Sakura gift shop only. However, like I said, out by the ferry terminal. They also sell more of them, and sometimes they'll have little pop-up stands and things like that. Yes, if you do wish to purchase more, yes, you can charge them to your room. You must present this coupon at the time of redemption. It is not valid with any other offers, and the coupon is valid through the course of your stay. Alright, so I'm going to write the checkout date for you right there. And they will be good until then with your room number, which is actually, we're going to have you in one of my favorite rooms. It's 101, so that will be easy, hopefully, to remember. 101. Yes, like Dalmatians, right? Okay, so you'll have these, and so I will go ahead and tuck these coupons in right here for you. Okay. Yes, they are cute, aren't they? You know, we actually sell in the gift shop, which I will point out momentarily, we do sell stationery, little sundries with pictures of some of the rabbits that looks the same design. Yes, I myself have some of it. Yes, I love it. So you can see we do, all of us here really do enjoy, bunnies. So bunnies on everything if we can help it. That's right. As it should be. As it should be. Alright. So going over a few more rules. I know it's like talking to a hall monitor. But the rules of, let's talk about the rules about the rabbits. Okay? So I will pull out right here. Alright, so here we're going to have our rabbit interaction guidelines and code of conduct, and this is sort of the most important because it's mostly about keeping the rabbits safe. Yes, so we'll just go over each of these. Feeding protocol. So for the feeding protocol, please only feed the rabbits approved pellets purchased from the boat, landing, or gift shop. Do not bring or feed rabbits food from hotel restaurants, buffets, or outside sources. Alright? Check. Alright. 2 is respectful interaction. Please avoid any actions that may scare or hurt the rabbits. Be gentle and maintain a safe and respectful distance if a rabbit shows signs of distress. Yes. Okay? Yes, so that could include anything from, the rabbits just trying to hide, or the rabbits making any kind of loud or abrupt noises, trying to run away. We just ask that you don't chase them. Just common sense. I know, it is, I can tell that you are a gentle person. I think there are some people who, they get very excited, understandably so, but alright, so 3 is prohibited behaviors. Chasing, throwing objects, or making loud, sudden noises near the rabbits is strictly forbidden, and please supervise all children at all times during interactions. Yes? Alright. And then this is just the guest agreement part, that you understand these rules and agree to interact with the island's rabbits responsibly. So if you could just take that, and I will hand you the pen. Yes, so right there, if you can check. Good. And then here, yes, just like that. And a little date right there. Right. And your room number is, again, it's 101. Exactly. provide that copy for you actually right here, just so that you have it to remember. But again, yes, they're all pretty common sense. Good. I'm glad you think so too. We try to be really reasonable. Yes, the biggest one that people do tend to break is the taking of food from the cafes here and trying to then bring it out to the rabbits, especially the salad bar. Yes. Yes, their diets are actually very carefully balanced, and sometimes people will try to give them food from the salad bar that's already been dressed with dressing or seasoned, etc. The rabbits do not need that. No, they're not ranch rabbits. That's right. Alright, so next is our onsen policies and guest conduct agreement here. We'll just go over it really briefly, okay? Is it your first time in onsen or? Great, that makes it much easier. Yes, it's the same really as any major onsen you'll go in. The same kind of general guidelines. All right, so the first is general hygiene, and we ask that you thoroughly wash your body before entering the bath. There are designated washing stations. Yes, you'll see them on your way in. Yes, on both the male and female sides. Good. No soap, shampoo, or other products are to be brought into or used within the communal bath itself. Right, no bath bombs. Right. Okay, and then if you do have longer hair, we just ask that you tie that up and keep your towel out of the water as well. Small towels for modesty are for use outside of the bath, not inside. Wonderful. Yes, of course, some people do just rest them gently on their head, and if you can balance it that way, that is completely fine. Yes, we mostly don't want to contaminate the waters, which are quite pure and restorative, with harsh detergents, minerals, oils, and things like that. Yes, we try to keep it as pure as we can for all guests to enjoy. Alright, so that brings us to health and safety, and you know where I'm going. Yes, exactly, the tattoos. So we just ask that guests with visible tattoos that may be very obvious or potentially upsetting do cover those up. If it's a small tattoo of something that doesn't have any particular affiliations or wouldn't reasonably be upsetting, we try to modernize a little bit on this issue. Yes, so we just ask that you use your discretion, and if you have questions, again, please approach any one of us and we'll be happy to give you guidance. Alright, then we ask that you do not enter the onsen if you have a fever, contagious illness, or open wounds. And then please be aware of bath duration to avoid lightheadedness, and cool down periodically, especially if you're not used to the hotter temperatures of the onsen. Yes, again, at your discretion. We don't use timers or anything like that, but please do give yourself breaks, stay hydrated, and just know your own limits, of course. Alright, so that brings us to conduct and atmosphere. So please maintain a quiet, peaceful environment. Loud talking or shouting is prohibited. Please keep electronic devices, especially cameras and any camera-enabled glasses, especially. Yes, please keep those out of the bath area for everybody's enjoyment and safety. Good. And then again, modesty is key. You may use the small towels for brief coverage, moving between the washing area and the bath. But again, this is all at your comfort level. All right? Okay. Additional guidelines are just that we ask that you do not adjust with the cold or hot water taps. If you would like to book a private bath, please come speak to any one of us on staff and we can arrange that. But we ask that if you are in the communal bath to please respect the temperature at which it is set. Good. And of course the use of floats, balls, toys, etc. are not permitted in the communal bath area. Yes, it's meant to be a fully relaxing experience. Alright, so again, I'm just going to turn it over to you and I'll just have you sign right here. Alright, so you can just, yes, check there, like that, good. Then print and sign your name. Yes, right there, okay. Yes, remember? It's perfect, right 101. Alright, good. Alright, that looks wonderful. And that, you'll be happy to hear, is the end of our rules. We really appreciate you bearing with us on that. Alright, so let me now get to the fun stuff. We will take a look at the hotel grounds and give you some ideas for how you might best enjoy your stay. Yes, breakfast. Breakfast can be served within your room or outside in the Sakura Cafe. You outside and in the lobby. Yes, forgive me, in the lobby. Although you are welcome to take anything out that you would like, as long as you don't share with the rabbits. Yes, you would prefer room service. Yes, actually, I do have a breakfast order form door hang prepared for you. You will get one of these each morning of your stay, so this is for tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow you'll receive one for the day of your departure. Yes, and so you can go through and then just hang it on the outside of your door handle, and someone from staff will come and pick it up. We just ask that these are on your door by 11 p.m. the night before. Yes. Good question. You'll see here that there is a Japanese set breakfast and also a la carte options. And some of those include more continental choices. So a little bit of a mix. Yes. Oh, certainly, I'd be happy to. Would you like to do that now? Great. Oh, my pleasure. Yes, and then actually, since I have it up here, I can just pop it round to the kitchen. No trouble at all. Actually, it's great for them to get in as many orders as early as possible, so yes. Alright, so this will be for room 101, and this will be for tomorrow morning, correct? Alright, so here are the available delivery times. We have 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9:30, or 10 o'clock as our latest serving. can choose is, because there are two of you, you can choose 2 main sets and drinks, and then any a la carte options you'd like will just be added on. Yes. Wonderful. Does that make sense? Okay. So for your Japanese set breakfast, there is the grilled salmon set, the shiryaki, the miso soup with tofu and wakame, steamed white rice, pickled vegetables, the yasukemono. Yeah. There is the tamagoyaki, the Japanese rolled omelet. A bit sweet, yes. And seasonal fruit. Alright, so you'll do the miso with tofu and wakame and the tamagoyaki. Okay, great choices. Yes, they'll actually be served very nicely. The staff will bring a full setting and move your futons out of the way. Yes, it's very nice to eat in your room. I prefer it here, yes. Alright. Now for drinks, you have a choice of Japanese green tea, served hot, roasted green tea. This is the hojicha. It's more traditional, a little bitter, but very satisfying. Alright, and the orange juice, which is fresh squeezed, yes. Coffee, we can do that hot or iced, and milk. The hojicha, it's quite robust, I would say. It would make a nice complement, I should think, to the tamagoyaki. Wonderful. Okay, so one of those, and coffee. Alright. And is that hot or iced? Iced would be lovely. Alright, we'll do iced. Alright. Now, the a la carte options you can add on: extra steamed rice, miso soup, tamagoyaki omelet, grilled salmon, natto, the fermented soybeans. Yes. Acquired taste. Yes. Seasonal fruit plate, a plain croissant, toast and butter, coffee, and orange juice. If you'd like any extra, 2 croissants. Yeah. Those are made in-house and they are quite good. Yes. We often sell out of them in the cafe. So, yes, you'll find similar foods in the cafe. Oh, you know what? Forgive me. I just need your signature right there at the bottom right there. Yes, if you would. Here's, you want? Okay. Alright. Yes, right there. Perfect. Okay, so set that there, and I will take that to the kitchen as soon as we're done here. Then tomorrow morning you will have the chance to do it again. If you have any questions, though, yes, you know where to come. Good. All right. So included in your little packet, here we have the hotel guest map. All right. So this is going to show the guest grounds here. All right. So we are right here at reception, check-in, and the lobby is here. Now, the gift shop you'll see on either side. So there's snacks and more gifts, souvenirs down here. A nice seating area here. Now, off to the side of that, you'll find the Sakura Cafe And this is going to be the place where you can come for dining. If you choose not to dine in room, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as snacks served here. And you can also purchase snacks in the gift shop. There's a wide variety, and cold and hot refreshments as well. Good. Now, if you go straight on through here, you'll find our peaceful sanctuary, our inner gardens, my favorite spot in the resort. And it's very peaceful to contemplate. We have a koi pond, and it's quite a beautiful place to just relax. We do offer meditations guided throughout the day. You can check the signage in the hotel lobby. There is a board right over there, actually. Yes, and it will list all of the programming for the day, anything special or scheduled. No, you don't have to register. But again, if you dial 0 on your phone from your room, you can ask any questions about programming for the day. Alright, so if you go through there, you're going to make it to the west wing, just to your left. To find your room, which is wonderful. You're going to go down the west wing all the way, almost all the way, I should say, to the end of the hall. And then you'll turn one more time. And then at the very end of that hall, in the corner here, you'll find room 101. This is 101 West, and it is truly beautiful because it has a wraparound view, and it's a wonderful place to be able to see both the water and the fields with a lot of the rabbits running around there. Alright, so back here through the lobby on the other side, you'll find the onsen. You'll see that we have the women's onsen, the men's onsen, and then we have a bath, the communal bath area as well, which is the outdoor shared facility. Alright, so it's up to you if you use the private indoor baths or if you use the outdoor section. Just know that the outdoor section is a shared facility and can also be booked for private. Yes, for private baths. Good. Now, if you head out just through the lobby, through the main entrance, which you came in from, you will find the rest of the island, obviously. So, I have a map here. Now, I've included this map in your guest folder as well, so you have your own copy. Yes, for reference. We also have a few posters around the island, so we try to make it easy. But I wanted to show you a few points of interest here. So you came in at Pier 2 right over here. Now from Pier 2, you came around past the ferry waiting point and past the visitor center to the hotel and cafe area right here, which is where we're located now. Alright, if you wander just outside a bit, you'll see the nature station here. Now, if you go up, you'll find playground and the tennis court, which are best for getting in physical activity. And up, you can either keep going north if you would like to see the what they call the battery evidences or the poison gas storehouse traces, as well as the center battery evidences. These are what they call some of the artifacts and historical sites from the wartime testing. So if you are into that history, I highly recommend a little walk up there. No, it's not far, maybe a quarter of a mile to get to the first point. No, relatively flat as well. As you get in toward the middle of the island, there's a slight but very gentle incline in elevation. So, yes. And then if you'd like to sort of get a fuller picture of the history of that testing in the island's role in the war, you can go out just past the hotel cafe, past the nature station, and the main building you'll see there is the museum. Yes. Now, if you'd like to see rabbits, which I think most people do, you'll feel lucky to know that they will be everywhere. However, there are a few places they really concentrate themselves. They really like the lawns just outside the hotel because that's where they tend to get the most amount of pellets. So you can enjoy all of the spaces here. Now, if you'd like to see the rabbits in a bit more natural habitat for them, in terms of if you'd like to see maybe them tending to their burrows or with their babies, depending on the season, I recommend the observation platform trail. So you head north like you're heading toward those battery evidences up top, but instead you're going to go kind of into the middle of the island off to the right, and you can either start by going down or up. It doesn't matter. It's just a complete circuit, and this is an observation platform. You'll see lots of rabbits there, and these tend to be the shyer, more reserved rabbits, and so they tend to live a little bit more naturally there. The rabbits that you tend to see here, and here are the ones that tend to be, shall we say, more domesticated in behavior. Yes, which is wonderful if you like to interact with them. Yes, if they come to you, and they will, some of them will climb right up on you if you sit down. That is perfectly fine. We just ask that you don't pursue them, trying to pick them up or anything like that. Yes. You'll find restrooms for your comfort all around the island. Mainly here, up here, and there's one out here. And then there are the two piers, the Pier 2 and the Pier 1. Now, Pier 2 is where you arrived. You will leave at Pier 1, which is a little bit closer, on your day of departure, with ferries leaving roughly every hour. If you would like to go swimming or do some light diving, there are facilities for that around the beach here. Is best for swimming, and over here might be best for exploration. There is also a lighthouse that is functional and you can visit. Fishing is prohibited, however, and there is a shrine located here. The entrance is here, so that can be a very calming and beautiful place if you'd like to partake in prayer, reflection, or just find beauty in the architecture of the shrines. And if you would like to purchase any extra rabbit feed, you can do so at the piers here, at the visitor center, and oftentimes at the nature station they'll have a pop-up seller. Okay, now that said, do you have any other questions? Yes, for swimming in the summer we do have a shower room. The shower room is available only in summer, and that is only available on the beach closest to Pier 1. So you can shower. There's also a service center, picnic area, and that has open spaces of fire pits and cooking fires as well. So yes, yes, unless there is a special alert for dryness or air quality, but right now no such bans are in effect. Yes, in fact, you can buy supplies for if you'd like a little campfire. There is, again, that's the best for a campfire would be here, and sometimes you can get a bit down here, and you can typically find supplies to purchase for campfire making and cookouts at the major station. Alright. They are available on a first come, first served basis, and that is the same with the tennis courts. Yes. So the only thing that we do reservation style on the island is the private bath. Everything else is first come, first serve, and I think you'll find that we are fully booked. However, we do not book past the point of crowding, so it's usually quite relaxing. Alright, with that, I think we have you all checked in. I will submit your breakfast request momentarily here, and I'm going to give you your packet with the maps and rules and information. And please make good use of your rabbit pellet coupons as well as the refreshment credit on your account. If you have any other questions, I am here for the rest of the day, but any of us will be very, very happy to help you, and we are so happy to welcome you to Rabbit Island. Wonderful. Well, here you go, and I hope that you enjoy your stay.